coming. Jason. I can't think of any other reason you'd want to see me unless this is about my mother.
Has she been here?
Hey, well, sorry for the delay. I was in the shower when you called.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, sure. What's the reason for the urgent summons?
Jason's keeping something from me, and I think you know what it is.
Well, Jason is the truest of friends and mentors. He's not overly communicative, so there's plenty he chooses not to share.
Such as?
Could I trouble you for a glass of water? I'm really dehydrated after a long
Spinelli,
night.
it's obvious you're stalling.
No, I assure you, I'm legitimately parched. I had an evening full of diverting conversation at the observatory
Can you
regarding
please just tell me what's going on with Jason?
Look, you assume me to be in possession of knowledge that I do not have.
Okay, well then help me figure it out.
Well, I've been a little distracted as of late, so I may have missed some details here and there, so maybe you could enlighten me as to the nature of your concern?
Okay, Jason came over and he said that he had something important to tell me, and then it didn't have anything to do with the lies that Elizabeth said about the two of them being together.
I was unaware that Elizabeth had spoken untruth.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
I'm just
she
gonna get
tried
that
to
glass of
manipulate
water.
me into going through with the divorce.
How did you learn of this deception?
Because she came here herself and gave a full confession. That's really not the point, though.
Yeah, but it is encouraging that Jason's heart has not been captured by another.
Getting a little off topic here.
No, I disagree. I mean, it seems that you and Jason are having a bit of a thaw, and that
Whatever
is
Jason
devoutly
came
to
to
be
say, he didn't
wished.
say it, and I think you know what it is.
Why would I?
Because if you were to confide in anyone, it would be you.
Has Heather made any attempt to contact you?
Not since the last time she called me from Ferncliff during the pathogen scare.
She's fixated on you. It would just, make sense that we try to get in touch with you.
Oh, come on in. Feel free to search the place. Look, I already told the police they have my full cooperation. The same goes for you. I mean, anyone who can find my mother and return her to Ferncliff is doing me a favor.
I'm sorry, I had to check.
Why? What's happened?
I can't get into that.
Is this about the baby? Look, I'm the reason you know about Taya Delgado. And the fact that she had a baby on the same night in the same approximate location as Sam, and you seem to think that my mother made a switch.
Okay, it's confirmed.
How is that possible?
The DNA test. The baby Miss Delgado took back to Landview is Sam's.
Does Miss Delgado know about this?
John McBain went to tell her, but your mother was already there.
In Landview?
She convinced Miss Delgado to hire her as a nanny. Now the baby's gone. And so is Heather.
Weber. I wish I could say that the child will be okay, but with my mother, there's no telling. Does Sam know?
I was about to tell her, then I got a call about Heather kidnapping the baby.
So Sam doesn't know her son is
I
still
just
alive?
didn't think it was fair to tell Sam right now when all she can do is worry and be afraid.
You're really disappointing me, Spinelli. You would lie to me, your partner?
Look, I cannot withhold what I do not know. And since Jason has not made me privy to this hypothetical important information, there's nothing that I can tell you.
I don't believe you. I think your first loyalty is to Jason.
No, that is not true. I am loyal to you both, as evidenced by my continued efforts to help you get past your differences and reunite.
Okay, well, it would help to know what's going on with Jason.
Okay, well, I mean, you said yourself that he came over here with the intention of addressing the subject, right?
Yes, but we were interrupted because Christina was in trouble.
Oh my God, is she okay?
Yes, she's fine. Stop trying to change the subject.
Well, forgive me, but you brought it up. I was just
Focus,
trying to be polite.
Spinelli, please. Help me figure out what Jason was trying to tell me last night.
I don't have psychic powers. I can't tell you with any certainty.
Okay, well, listen, he got a phone call, and then he left with no explanation.
Right.
Was he calling you? Were you on the other end?
No, he was definitely not. I was at the observatory with my... She's a friend. We were stargazing, or she was. I was more admiring her profile.
Okay, I think it's really good.
I'm not
that you have
implying a
friend number or
relationship.
anything.
It's just a first date.
Jason got a phone call, and he left. Where did he go?
I have no idea. But I'm sure that once he's taken care of what he needs to take care of, he'll talk to you. I'll be at the office, okay?
You are not going anywhere.
I'm afraid I can be of no further help.
You haven't been of any help anyway. I know you, Spinelli. You're being all dodgy. You know something, and you've got to tell me. Why would I
Know anything? Not a thing. I'm a blank slate, a tabula rasa. Now, if you'll excuse me,
No, I won't. You've got that guilty look about you.
I confess I did have 3 donuts for breakfast, which is far above my allotted carb count.
Wait a minute. Is this about that case that you were working on?
What case?
The baby case. I went in Jason's and you were on the phone and I asked you about it and you got all squirrely with me.
You calling me a rodent?
You were on the phone with Jason that day, weren't you? What baby were you talking about?
I can't tell Sam about
Look,
the
it's
baby
one thing
yet.
withholding the information while you're still investigating, but you know the truth now.
The truth is that Sam's child was kidnapped by a woman who hates her. And I don't want to put Sam through that. It's better to wait. Look, I'll tell Sam about her son when he's safe.
I'm sorry, I really can't discuss this. It's confidential. But if you would like to confide in me about other things, like your misunderstanding with Elizabeth, then I'd be
It
happy.
wasn't really a misunderstanding. She lied. She wanted me to think there was more going on between her and Jason.
Okay, well, that makes sense, but why would she confess that to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Spinelli, I thought it was weird too. She kept saying that she couldn't lie to another mother, which didn't make any sense because I'm not a mother.
Sam, you most certainly are. Losing a child doesn't change the fact that you carried him, you bore him, you loved him. You will always be his mother.
I don't thank you for that.
Well, it's true.
Okay, well, it's not answering my question.
I'm afraid only Jason can do that.
Spinelli, when I mentioned it to Jason, all he could say is that all Elizabeth said?
Perhaps he was afraid that harsh words were spoken?
Or perhaps Jason and Elizabeth are keeping something from me? It's a secret and you know what it is?
Yeah, it's an emotional time, with the strain of the pathogen and what's going on with you. I think everyone's just a little fuzzy and...
Listen to me! Enough, Spinelli! I know you're keeping something from me and you need to tell me before I hurt you.
I would never hurt.
Even if you found her, there's no guarantee this baby's gonna be okay.
I understand that.
The least she could do is sell him to the highest bidder. She's done it before.
Heather's resources are limited. There's only so far that she can run. And now that she's kidnapped a child, it's a federal crime, and the feds are going to be after her,
Which
too.
will only make her more dangerous.
Which is exactly why Sam can't know about any of this.
Talk!
Would you actually incur bodily harm to your friend and
People
business
have
partner?
been lying to me for weeks. I can't take it anymore. If you don't tell me what's going on, I just may snap.
Okay, I have to tell you, though, my pugilistic skills have improved. Jason's been training me, where it was actually just once and I was felled by a wayward punch. Then
I can take you, Spinelli. You know it, and I know it. So you better tell me what's going on before you lose
Okay,
your
okay,
arms.
okay, you've broken me. I surrender. I surrender.
So you admit it? You know what's going on?
I know that there was the possibility of something. It was a theory that was disproved. It just turned out to be a mistake.
Hey, look. I don't know where you and Sam are. I don't know if you're separated or what, but you, of all people, know her better than anyone else. And do you really think she wants you to protect her right now? I mean, what if something awful happens? Don't you think she deserves to know that her son survived and that he had a few good months with a woman who made sure he was loved? Sam needs to know the truth.
I'm sorry, Spinelli. Did I hurt you?
I may have tweaked it. No, I'm fine. It is remarkable. You are small in stature, but unquestionably fierce.
I'm really frustrated. I didn't mean to take it out on you, though.
I counsel calm and patience.
I just don't understand how whatever this is could be a mistake. Jason obviously came here to tell me something.
You must ask him these questions, okay? Let him tell you if there is, in fact, anything to tell.
But don't you think that I would be able to help? I mean, I have the right to know what's going on. This is about me, right?
You make a valid point. I mean, and you are concerned, no doubt about it. But you'll have to ask Jason about it.
Spinelli! Spinelli! You... Jason. Yeah, it's me. I'm at my mom's. I was just thinking that we probably need to finish that conversation that we started.
Yeah, we do.
You said that whatever you had to tell me was important, and then we got interrupted, so...
That's why I'm here. You need to sit down.
Okay, it's that bad.
It's about your son. Your son is alive.